Hello, friends, and happy Summerline launch day, I think. I'm recording this video in advance, but I think I know when the Rapunzel Summerline is launching, and I think that this video is scheduled to go up that same day. Um, yeah, if not, this will be up after, because it can't go up before. Yeah, so as previously mentioned, I ended up participating in a photo shoot for Rapunzel's summer line while I was visiting family in Florida. It was all very funny and last minute how it came together, but it did. And so this video is going to be the long form tutorial of one of the looks that I did for that photo shoot. I made a short form tutorial for Rapunzel. I presume that'll be going up at some point. Yeah, so the scarf that I was shooting was this gorgeous creation whose name I do not yet know. Yeah, and this scarf, it's got this like silver glitter and white little detail and then these beautiful pearls. And I gotta say, I am usually pretty skeptical about any scarf that has glitter on it because it sheds, it gets everywhere, not a fan. This one really doesn't. I've been playing with it a lot. I did many takes of the fast version of this tutorial for the quick video, and it really like extremely minimal shedding. I also, the pearls, if I can get it to focus. Anyone? No, not gonna happen. Okay, but they are adhered on the back with these little metal studs. So even these, like they're not just glued on, they really are adhered very firmly. And yeah, I think it's super pretty. It comes in another couple of colors, if I didn't mention that already. And I was really excited to model it and to take it home. So they also wanted me to pair it with a second scarf. Excuse me. And they had several options for me to choose from. I ended up doing a lavender tough two in one, a lavender tough 2-in-1, which I do not have. This is a original 2-in-1 in a similar color. This one isn't available anymore. It was light purple or lilac or lavender or something like that. I don't remember exactly what it was. But the tough will work just fine. Yeah, so that's what we're doing today. So the first thing that I am going to do is I am going to put this on my head evenly. Now, this is one of those wraps that if you have a larger circumference to your head, you may need to modify it. And so I'm going to talk through how I would do that if I were you. So if you have a small to mid-sized head, as I do, you can put this on your head nice and evenly. If you have a larger head, what I'm going to recommend that you do is to put your longer side is going to be the second end that you bring up. So I have probably like this is the difference at this point. All right, that I'm going to tie this on my head. Just tie a knot at the back of my neck. You could just crisscross this. That is also going to be fine. Just go ahead and secure it. So now I have a really long end over here and a pretty short one over here. And then I am going to do a V shape in the front. Y'all know it, you love it, you know I love it. Yeah, so that is going to come up and over to complete the V shape. And then this is just gonna get tucked wherever. Doesn't need to be super tidy because it is going to get covered up in the next step of the process. So that's why you can really have this second end, like as long as you can make this V shape in front, you're good, you're solid. All right, so next I'm going to take this scarf and also I'm going to fold it down a little bit. I'm going to try and do that fold pretty evenly because you do have these straight lines going right across the front. So if you don't put it on evenly, that becomes very, very evident. So I'm going to put this on my head just very slightly off center, very, very slightly. And then this is going to also get tied at the back of my neck, and this way it doesn't matter what's going on with that first scarf under there. I'm going to pull this out, and then also this is going to get tied at the back of my neck, and it doesn't matter which end is shorter and which end is longer. All right, now this is where, if you have your longer end over here, that's what you want, because this now needs to come up and over the rest of your head. And I am going to try and keep it relatively close to the front. I'm really just going to have like this one band of decoration showing. And then that can go back around and either tuck it in at the back of your neck, or if you have room, you can keep going and tuck it in to the pocket that you created. Again, this doesn't need to be super, super tidy in the back because we are not going to see that. All right, so now I have these two ends that I meant to make one of them slightly shorter, but I'm not sure that I actually succeeded in that. These look extremely, extremely even to me. So that's fine. I'm going to fold in my raw edges like so. And then these are going to get brought up and crossed over. Now, if you have a small to medium-sized head, I'm going to recommend that you cross the shorter end in front, whichever that may be. Still neither of my ends. Like I can't get my scarves this even when I try to. So it doesn't really matter for me, but if you do have a shorter one, cross the shorter one in front so that then it is your shorter end that is going to be coming out in front. And this is, excuse me, I have a little bit of a tickle in my throat. You can adjust to make sure that we are still showing that second band of our second scarf, like so. And then this, I'm going to spread out with the pearls facing towards my face so that when I flip it back, they are facing outwards. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing with this, spread it out, flip it back, and that is the look that I did for the photo shoot. And because it has the pearls on it, it weights it really nicely so that these aren't like flopping around too terribly much. So this is the look from the front, from the side, from the back, and the other side. So this I kind of came up with on the fly at the photo shoot. I ended up absolutely adoring it, but I am also going to take this back really quickly and show you what I would do if I had a larger head, or if I just wanted a longer veil portion in general. So I'm going to take this scarf off, and now I'm going to put it on quite unevenly. There we go. Same deal. Tie it at the nape of my neck. Again, you could just crisscross this. I like to tie it in a knot for that extra sense of security. But yeah, you don't have to. You just want to make sure that your shorter end is long enough to still reach up to the top of your head. All right, and then same as before, this guy is going to go up and over, all the way around. And tuck in. Where's my pocket? There we go. All right, so now to get the longer veil in the back, or if you have a larger head and just don't have as much scarf to work with in the first place, you are now going to cross the longer end in the front. So that is this one. That is going to cross in front, thusly. And be gentle when you're pulling on this because it is going to pull on the pearls. I stand by that they are very securely adhered, but you actually, like, I imagine you would risk ripping the scarf itself before you would dislodge a pearl. And then this little bit right here doesn't really matter. That's just going to get covered up. And then this in the front, spread out and flip back. And so that is how, even if you have a larger head, you can get that same veil look that I get on my small head when I have more scarf to work with. And again, if you just want to have the longer scarf hanging in general, this is how you would achieve that look. So there's fewer layers to it. It's a little bit tidier, actually, if that's the look that you want to go for. And here it is from the front, from the side, back, and the other side. So that is the look. I really loved it. You've probably seen me doing a lot of variations on this look on my social media, though obviously I could not disclose the original wrap yet. So I hope you enjoyed this, and until next time, that's a wrap for me. Thank you so much for watching.